All right, Coach. So first of all, the inaugural season is right around the corner. For everybody, what does it mean to be part of the first team?
It means something special. The fact that we're finally bringing D2 wrestling to Alabama. I know there's already wrestling here with Huntington College, but the fact that we're bringing it a bigger level with Division II, the fact that we're bringing a scholarship team to the state, giving these kids an opportunity to stay in state and wrestle. I know from some of the other wrestlers that I've talked to that have either one, I've already graduated, or two, been wrestling in college. They wish that they'd had the opportunity to wrestle for their home state and be able to stay close to home. And so the fact that we're giving them their opportunity to do that, to wrestle in front of their home crowd and stay close to family is incredible, and it's awesome.
Yeah, being from Alabama, we've waited for this for a long time. We always wish that one of these colleges around was, going to be able to start up a program. And when Huntington did, it was a huge step, and it was a big deal. And now we got the next step of Division II wrestling, and especially for me and Jeffrey, it being 5-10 minutes down the road, it's awesome to wrestle for the home state and, put on for the fans that have been waiting to watch us wrestle for so long now.
It's also very convenient as well because, like even with money-wise, like some people can't go to like different states or like do this, do that. But it's also like amazing for the people who live in Alabama too that love wrestling and can't go anywhere really farther out. It's great for colleges to be in Alabama that can support wrestling. So
Talk about how the preseason has gone, practice and everything leading up to the start of the year.
They've looked really well. They've taken a little bit of adjusting. Some of the freshmen have realized that the college atmosphere and the college practices are going to be a little bit harder than high school. However, I'm really pleased with them. I'm really proud of the progress that they've made from that first preseason practice to the mat practices we're having now. I can already see the jump in the level that they've had. I can see the enthusiasm. They're just ready for competition. I know I am. I know the guys are. We finally get to compete Saturday, and they finally get to see all this hard work that we've been putting in since the beginning of the year pay off. And I think it'll give them a little bit more to work hard for, but it's this preseason has been incredible in my eyes.
Yeah, with this being my 5th year, I've been a part of 5 preseasons now, and what we've been able to do this preseason has created a unity with this team that it's not like other teams. What we've had to go through this preseason with what we're offering right now has created a special bond with the team.
With this being my 2nd preseason, the preseasons only get harder and harder, and especially with this team, everything's been going extremely smooth, even with like a select number of freshmen, like a lot of freshmen, pretty much. It's been going very well, and you can see everybody's determination and hard work paying off. So,
Coach, for you, like how has your team navigated some of the obstacles that?
With us being a brand new program and our room at Vaca Hall still being worked on at the moment, some of the obstacles we had to run with were different mat options, practices having to be moved at odd times. But the fact that our guys have been able to overcome that, our guys have still been strong, still made that bond, and they realize they're in it together. Once we finally get our wrestling room, I think it's going to give them a little bit more encouragement and a little bit more the feeling of home. However, it's definitely been encouraging for me seeing that they're going through something like this, and instead of taking the easy way out of like, oh, this is awful and I don't want to be here, they're embracing it and they're embracing the grind, and it's just going to make them better in the long run.
The goal in all the sports is always to win.
Right.
But aside from that, for everybody, what is your expectation for this inaugural season?
My expectation is just to make sure everyone gets better. At the end of the day, if we end up having 10 qualifiers or if we end up having 1 or 2 qualifiers, as long as I'm seeing the progress of these kids, they're here for 4 to 5 years and not just 1 year. So the goal is to get them in, to get them better, and to get them competing. Once we can get them competing, we can also work on their craft. But for this season, obviously, we have high expectations of qualifying multiple to nationals. But if we can sit here and get that first inaugural group of class to come in together, make a good bond, and make a good foundation for this program, it's just going to make us better in the long run. So by the time they're juniors and seniors, they've been through it. They know what it takes, and the fact that they started from the ground up, it's just going to get a little bit more pride in them by the time they're juniors and seniors.
Yeah, I'm trying to step into a little bit of a leadership role on this team, and I guess my goal is personally I want to be a national champ, but as a team and everyone here, I want to help them develop that relationship of loving wrestling and not just liking wrestling, because and it's important, and to do that you need to get better and start winning, because that's how you're going to love the sport.
And especially with like the newer teammates that we have, like just growing with the freshmen and like the new people that are coming from who knows where, like from out of state, whatever. It's just great to develop that bond with them, and then seeing them work hard will also make you work hard as well. And just like the expectation of being good with the team is just amazing, and the environment around us is just also amazing as well.
Well, Saturday's the first competition. What's the thought and the mindset as we go into the first time to be wearing the purple and gold?
The thought of just making sure that they're maintaining their weight, they're making sure they're getting down to it the right way, that they're training all leading up to competition is what we need it to be, making sure that they're trusting the process and understanding that everything we're doing has a purpose. But it's just exciting to finally get back out there in that corner with spending all of last year recruiting. I definitely missed being in the corner and being at competitions. And so I'm just excited to see these guys don the purple and gold and the singlets and get out there and finally compete. I know they've been itching. It's been a long preseason. It's been a long start of the season. And to finally get out there, shake the hand and let the whistle blow and let it all on the mat, it's a great feeling to know it's coming in a couple days.
November 15th, first home match, will be a really historic night.
Yes.
In Trustmark Arena. Something you want to say about that?
Please come support. For the wrestling fans in Alabama, you've been longing for college athletic or college wrestling here, and we're finally giving it to you, and we're going to give you a great product. We're going to give you a great atmosphere. We have Thompson and McAdory wrestling right before us, so you get two awesome duels. You get them, and then you get us versus Midway. So our guys are excited to wrestle in front of a home crowd. We're hoping we're going to pack the sack and show everyone here on campus and in the community how awesome, how fun wrestling can be. It's definitely a great physical sport to come watch, and the more you get to know it and the more you watch it, the more you crave it. And I feel like we're going to get a lot of fans that may have not been around wrestling or are new to wrestling that are going to see how exciting it is and want to continue to come out to support us.
Guys, what are your thoughts on that first home meet?
Man, I'm excited. My alma mater and Jeffrey's alma mater is wrestling right before us, and then we get the opportunity to wrestle right after. And I know there's a big group of fans around this area, and I've talked to countless people who say they're going to be there, so it's going to be awesome. I hope it's filled up.
It's just going to be like a surreal experience, especially with our alma mater there, like wrestling before us. We can also see our high school coaches and everybody that has supported us along the way there. So I think it's going to be amazing.
Cool. All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank you.